Oh God. For some reason I really wanted to do the blind date theme then rather than Top of the Pops.
Hello, you are listening to Off Radar with me, James Smith.
Me, Neil Brock.
And me, James Eatock.
It's a movie podcast!
We can do characters that fly and shoot laser beams and do woo!
Beneath all of that, it's all about friendship.
Playing the drums until his hands are bleeding.
Each week, one of us picks a movie that all three of us either haven't seen in many years or in some cases haven't seen at all.
We each head off and watch the chosen movie, return to the microphone, then waffle about it for your listening pleasure.
Furthermore, if you want to join in and suggest a movie for us to watch, why not tweet us at Off-Radar Podcast or email us on offradarpod@gmail.com.
If you like what you hear, please subscribe, share and review. It really helps getting the pod out there. For now, strap in, turn the volume up and let's go Off Radar.
I think you need to turn off Eatock's camera already.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Off Radar, to the last episode in the current series.
Ever?
No, just this series. I'm James Smith. I am joined by Neil Brock.
Hello.
Who we call Nige, and James Eatock.
Hello.
Who we call Eatock. And today's episode, it's a bit different actually, because it's the last in the series. What we've done, at the end of every episode, you probably know if you've listened, we've rated our films out of 10, and we've kept track of them. James Eatock has made a super spreadsheet with some stats for us. So I guess I'm just going to hand over to you, Eatock, to run us through some of these. And I guess it's worth saying straight away that me and Nige do not know what's coming here. We do not know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I've had my memory wiped, Men in Black style, after every single episode, so I have no idea what films we've even watched. So.
Oh man, I should have. Well, I mean, I won't share the document, but it's beautifully coloured for an Excel document. I might say there's blue with white text, there's yellow with black text, there's red with white text. It's quite a beautiful spreadsheet. But I'm just a stat nerd, so. When we started doing this podcast, it just seemed like, oh, I might keep track of things because it may come in handy at some point. So, and here is the case where it comes in handy. So, as of now, we did the movie Elf, is our most recent review, and thus we've reviewed 23 movies. What a stat!
Wow, 23 films, and you can go back and listen to every one of them.
You certainly can. Thank God for technology. So, Nige's lowest rated movie? Take a guess. Do you want to guess?
Oh, it's got to be
either Mr. Nobody or Tenet, I reckon.
Yeah, it's one of those two, definitely.
Okay, yeah, Nige's lowest rated movie was Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody.
What was that then?
Nige rated Mr. Nobody 3.
Oh, I was generous. I was too generous.
Smith's lowest rated movie, I think he might remember this.
I think it's Captain America.
Smith's lowest rated movie was Tenet.
Wow. Ah, wow.
That classic Christopher Nolan movie.
I don't think any of us like that film. Interesting.
I saw it at the cinema and I liked it, but then I had buyer's regret. Put it that way, as it was evident by my score.
And what was the rating of my Tenet?
A big, fat, tiny 2.
Yeah, that's...
There you go. I got a joint lowest rated movie. Captain America I gave 2, and Nomadland I gave 2. And in fairness, I'd rate Captain America higher than Nomadland.
Wow.
If I could have, if Nomadland didn't have as strong visuals as it had, I probably would have given it a 1.
Oh wow!
I'm told
it's going down.
It's going
further down.
Oh, it's going further down now. Okay, so that's those. This is the stat. So we've had 23 movies, and all 3 of our points for each movie will be a combined total of 30 for each movie, right? So, you know, if we all rate out of 10, each movie has a potential to get 30. So 30 times 23 movies is 690 points. So we could have awarded, over these 23 episodes, 690 points. We have awarded 440.5 points. So, that shows that we're not exactly like, every film's the best film ever.
Yeah.
Screw you, Nomadland.
So that means we've given our films an average score of 6.38 in total.
Oh,
that is the average score
interesting.
for all films.
So, the next section I like to call the highest rated movie because it's about the highest rated movie. So,
I see what you've done there. That's
see
very
what I've done
clever.
there? I thought it was quite a clever title. So, Nige's highest rated movie. This actually surprised me.
I know what
My
this
gut
is.
is saying Happy Gilmore, weirdly.
It is.
It's all in the hips.
It's all in the hips. Nige gave Happy Gilmore a big fat 9.
Wow.
I
would
regret
say-
nothing.
No, I would say it was a film that most definitely deserved a 9, which I did not give it. But
That makes no sense.
I was going to do the Anchorman quote there, but I didn't. Smith's highest rated movies, there's 3. He's got a 3-way tie.
I think I've only gone as high as an 8. I know that much.
Okay. So your ones were Superman was an 8. Train to Busan was an 8. As was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I can't
Cheeky monkey. Those were your highest rated movies.
Yeah.
My highest rated movies, I've got a joint 2.
Convoy.
And what was the other one, Nige?
Convoy, watching it again.
Convoy and the Convoy rewatch. This one you're going to kick yourself, Smith. You're going to really kick yourself because you only edited it most recently. From Dusk Till Dawn, I gave a 9 to.
Yeah.
This where Smith goes, no, you didn't. I listened to it. You gave it a 6. I'm like, wait, what?
Of course.
I did do an averages thing so we can get an idea of our averages. The averages are Nige has given an average of 6.5, Smith 6.4, and me 6.3. So those are your averages.
That's surprising.
It's so crazy how they're like that close. I understand. An average of 10. There's not much. If it was out of like 100, you're going to get a bit of this. But we're all just middle of the road.
It's interesting.
Is what I'm saying.
There's been a few films that we haven't seen, like Nomadland, Palm Springs, Trial of the Chicago 7. There's been a number of films that we all haven't seen and gone into it, and so it is interesting how it's all kind of leveled out a bit there.
Yeah. Here is the countdown of all the movies that we've done thus far. So at number 23, Captain America.
Harsh.
Number 22, Tenet.
Yeah,
Fair.
Number 21, Mr. Nobody.
Also fair.
Number 20, Red Heat.
Oh,
yeah.
bit harsh.
Number 19, Nomadland.
Oh, that's quite high up for you, Eatock.
I'm a bit annoyed about that. At number 18, it is Convoy.
Yeah, afraid so.
Number 17, A Star Is Born.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a bit harsh.
It's funny when you look at that, isn't it? It's like you see when you hear what's above A Star Is Born, and it's just above Convoy. It's anyway. Number 16, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Heroes in a half shell.
Yeah.
Turtle Power. Number 15, The Rum Diary.
Oh,
I completely forgot we watched that.
I would
in all
probably
honesty.
put that below Star Is Born personally, but
I'd put it below Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Number 14, Gone Baby Gone.
Oh, yeah.
it was okay.
It's funny, again, a bit kind of middle of the road. It was decent, but not fantastic, and obviously that's where it tends to fall.
That's where, Number 13, They Live.
Okay.
Well, it's an appropriate number for They Live, isn't it? Kind of
Yeah.
spooky, Halloween-y, 13.
Number 12,
Bang in the middle.
the movie we just reviewed, Elf.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. Number 11, Promising Young Woman.
Oh,
I'm surprised it didn't crack the top 10, I'll be honest.
oh,
Number 10, Mrs. Doubtfire.
oh, yes.
Oh, hello!
Oh, hello. Number 9, JCVD.
Hey! Bit of Jean-Claude.
I think you guys like that more than me, but yeah.
Number 8, The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to pronounce it like that.
That was
for some
I
reason.
think we all thought that was a strong film.
Number 7, The Trial of the Chicago 7.
See, I wasn't as keen, so yeah.
Yeah, Nige, that was the one that caught me off guard when you reviewed that. I was like, Nige is the Twistmeister. Witness, number 6.
Oh, yeah. Witness stands up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good
yeah,
film.
I think that surprised me. I'd never seen that. Very good.
Number 5, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. Deserving of a top 5 place.
Number 4, Palm Springs.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very good film. It really is.
Hard to find fault in that one.
So, number 3, Train to Busan.
It's surprising.
That was surprising, but I think
Surprising, like,
we
you
all
know,
gave that an 8, I believe. Or
again, deservedly so. It was a film that I thought, zombies on a train, okay. And then it's like, oh, it's a zombies on a train, a zombie movie with actual characters in it and humans and emotions, rather than just like, we got to get to another country in a helicopter. Number 2, Happy Gilmore.
Oh, wow. You see, I think you two bumped it quite a lot higher up, but I think I gave it
basically,
a 7 or something, which I...
You did. You gave it a 7. I gave it an 8. Nige gave it a 9. 9.
You see, I'd put that down in number 10 somewhere, but fair enough.
Well, this final film better be something absolutely like super duper.
Super duper man is at number 1 with Smith. You gave it an 8. Nige gave it an 8. I gave it an 8.5.
That 0.5.
0.5 took it well. Otherwise, it would have been joint with Happy Gilmore. But that's so. Yeah,
that is a little bit surprising. But then again, it was really surprised me watching that film again. And
yeah, but we've got good coverage on the decades. Again, you look at Superman 1978, Happy Gilmore 96, Train to Busan 2016, Palm Springs 2020. That literally is like, the only like the mid-noughties are missing out there. But it is, it's crazy.
Which of those films do you think we judge most harshly, and which ones do you think we were most generous with?
Well, remind me, what number was A Star Is Born again?
I think it was about 17.
You see, for me, like, that film was a good film. I felt that should be a little bit higher up. I was a little bit surprised that you guys gave it, I think you gave it a 6. I think it deserved, personally, like, at least a 7. So I would have put that kind of in the middle. That would be the one I thought was the harshest.
I think, looking at this list, like, the harshest treated movie...
Convoy.
No, probably Captain America.
Yeah, well, I didn't mind it.
You gave it a 4, Smith gave it a 2.5, I gave it a 2. And I'm not going to go back and change my ratings or anything, but I gave 10 out of 4.
Having sort of heard those, I'd quite like to swap The Trial of the Chicago 7 with Promising Young Woman. I think that would be a nice little compromise. I think They Live as well, being sort of as low as it is, a little bit disappointing, but yeah, I think Star Is Born it's a solid enough film. Maybe it's a little bit harsh on how we judged it,
but I feel like I can't really argue with like 1 and 2. I can't argue with Superman or Train to Busan because all of us agreed on that, and that's why they deservedly are up there.
I think Superman, it sounds harsh, I'm not sure it should be number 1. I think maybe we kind of had our like nostalgic glasses, they exist, on whilst we reviewed it. I think it's more about what it kind of, it was almost like the entrance point to so many other films, or like the so groundbreaking in certain respects that maybe overshadowed like the quality of some of the other films. Like, I would probably say I might have From Dusk Till Dawn maybe a little bit higher than that. Obviously, I really love Happy Gilmore. There's a few films on there that if you said this is an 8, I would say, well, this is maybe a slightly better 8.
I've got just a couple of stats for you. Now, these are our biggest listens of the series.
Oh, okay, this is interesting.
So the top 5, amazingly, Convoy we only reviewed a little while ago. Convoy is our 5th film on the most listened of this series, even though it only came out a few weeks ago. That's incredible. Number 4 was The Trial of the Chicago 7, which is doing well. Number 3, Palm Springs. So that's had quite a lot of listens. Number 2, now this, I guess it's not very surprising, really, when you think about it. But
Promising Young Woman?
No.
A Star Is Born.
It's Tenet.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be...
a lot of people have seen that film, love that film. Number 1, I don't know if this was just because it was early on, was very surprising, is Red Heat.
Is it really?
Who doesn't love Arnie? And then they heard us slag it off and they hate us.
Well, guys, thank you so much for listening to today's episode and the leaderboard. I hope you found that interesting. We properly geeked out over that and actually continued chatting for an extra 50 minutes about stuff that is on the cutting room floor. But anyway, hope you found that interesting. This is the end of Series 2, so we just want to shout you guys out for listening. Thank you so much. You know, we've reached so many countries in the world, and we've been really amazed with the interaction that we've had. So please carry on getting in touch. Email us on offradarpod@gmail.com. Tweet us at offradarpodcast. You can also find us on Facebook at offradarpod, or all of the info is down below in the description box. Let us know any films that you want us to watch in Series 3, any films in Series 2 with your rating, or just get in touch and let us know what you think of anything. For now, I guess all that's left to say is thanks again, and we'll speak to you next time on Off Radar.